Shalom, shalom, everyone. I hope your day is going well. As you can see, it's a beautiful day. It's a hot day. It's in the 90s. We've been having, I don't know about where you are, but where I am, we've been having a bit of a heat wave the last couple of weeks where the temperature has been over 90 degrees. We've had some thunderstorms, so that did add a little rain, but not as much because it would be just a downpour and then it will stop. But to have some nice steady rain, we haven't really had that. It's been really dry. It's been not really dry, but it's also a bit humid because I am on the East Coast. But anyway, I thought it would be fitting to do another garden update. So I'm going to turn the camera around so you all can see. All right, y'all. Here is the garden, and more growth has been occurring. All right, the first thing I always show, of course, are the peppers. And as you can see, I have a nice sized pepper. These are red bell peppers, so they'll stay on until they turn color. And there's a few more growing. Let me see. There's a few small ones coming in. Here's another one. And there should be other ones coming in, but the plants are really growing. Last year I had the stakes, but I didn't tie them up, so I made sure that I tied them up this time. All right, and over here are all the tomatoes. Eventually I'm going to have to top these off, otherwise they will be toppling over the cages. I'm going to have to find a different way to grow tomatoes for the subsequent years. Maybe if I could make some type of a trellis or something that can get higher, or maybe if I can find higher stakes, because these are about 60, but because they're in the soil, they're all the way down, so it makes it look a little less. But anyway, here are the tomatoes, and we have some plum tomatoes right there. See those? All they have to do now is turn color. And I grew these for a purpose. I would like to grow these for canning, and so that way I could have some tomatoes for tomato sauce, for spaghetti or pizza or whatever I use tomatoes for. And I have 5 of those plants, and here's the Mr. Stripey. And as you can see, here is one of the tomatoes right here. There's a tomato there. And then there's one here. And there's several more in there as well. And as you can see, they're still growing, so there's more flowers and more tomatoes coming. And as I mentioned, I have 5 of these San Marzano tomatoes. Here's just a few. And as you go further down to the bottom, you'll see the bigger ones. Let me see if I can. There we are. You'll see some bigger ones right there. And as I mentioned earlier, they do grow in clusters, as you can see. Alrighty, and this is my Cherokee Purple. Somehow this one isn't doing as well as I hoped, but it's still early in the season. I have a couple of tomatoes there. I see more flowers coming up, so hopefully I will get more of these wonderful tomatoes as well. Here are the Serrano chilies, and as you can see, I have some nice ones here. I might as well pick these, pick them so more can grow. And I think I'll do that. What I'm planning on doing with them, I have no clue just yet. All right. And here are the collard greens. There are about 8 collard green plants. And before I go back in the house, I'm going to sprinkle these with diatomaceous earth. There's a few bug bites, but the diatomaceous earth will keep it minimal. And as you can see, here's some bigger plants, and look at the leaves on here. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Wonderful collard greens. Who knows? I may take a couple of off and make them for dinner. Who knows? But that's my collard green plants right there. And over here is the corn. They're starting to tassel. And I am so hoping that the tassels can catch on with the silks and grow amazing ears of corn. I mean, as you can see, look at the height of them. You know, they're really tall now. I think they could have gotten taller, but you know, how would I be able to reach anything? Goodness, was that a... Oh goodness. I'm sorry. I thought that was a Japanese beetle buzzing in my ear. And I think it was maybe a bumblebee, but anyway. There's my corn plants, and they're looking really good. And again, I'm hoping to get some ears of corn so we can have those for eating. The name of the corn, the name of the variety is called Stoll's Evergreen. It's an heirloom sweet corn. So again, I'm hoping to get a couple of ears and maybe save an ear so I can save the kernels so that I could have seed for subsequent years. And over here are my cucumbers. Some of them look a little worse for wear now, but I have been harvesting some cucumbers on here. And I've sort of kind of trimmed the plants back a little bit because I don't have a trellis per se, and it'll just go wild. You see these here? I had to snip these, otherwise they'll be growing in the neighbors. And as you can see, my neighbors are growing vegetables as well. And so I picked 3 this morning. I was out here this morning watering the plants, and I picked 3. But there are some smaller ones here. Let me see if I can find some. Oh, there's one there, a really small one, but it's a cucumber nonetheless. There is another one. Let me see if I can. There's another one coming up right here. Oh, here's some. There's one right there. There's another one there. That one's going really weird. And if we come around, I don't want to step on the plants there. Here's some more. There's another one right there. And there's a small one right there. And here's another one here. I think I may have showed them that one, but if so, my bad. But they're coming up. They're coming. As I mentioned, I harvested 3 this morning, and I did post a picture. And I got a request for some garlic and dill pickles, so I will make those. I may have to use store-bought garlic because my garlic that I've grown is not quite ready yet. It's still curing. It has about 1 more week to cure, but it'll be all good. And over here are my green beans. I know these plants look like they're a bit disheveled, but I've been picking them. And I've shown pictures, and there's still plenty on here. Like there's a small one there. There's some there. They're not quite ready yet, which is why they're still on the plant. And they're just in there. What you want to do for green beans is you want to pick them every day. Check every day for beans that are ready. Matter of fact, I think I see one. Here's one. Beautiful. So I think I'm going to pick that. And you want to pick them every day because because in doing so, it will encourage the growth of more beans. Hold on. You want to pick them every day because in doing so, it will encourage the plants to produce more beans. Okay? And then, how you doing? And then right here are my roses. This is my knockout rose, and as you can see, there's more that have popped up. And there's other buds that haven't bloomed yet, but this one's really growing nicely. And here's one of my David Austins. This is one of the poet's wife. And when I first planted it and the roses came, they were a deeper yellow. So I don't know what's going on right there. But, you know, oh well. This is the first year, so I really don't expect, you know. Okay. Again, this is the first year, so I don't expect too much growth out of these. For them to grow like really wild and just have blooms all over the place. But that's okay. I'm seeing something on here, and I don't know what it is, but I have to figure it out. These were the Emily Brontes, and these issues. See how the leaves are turning like that? I don't believe that's black spot. I don't know whether it's rust. I don't know whether it's because of the Japanese beetles, but I need to figure out what it is. I need to figure out what that is and deal with it. So I will be dealing with that. Here are my other two roses. I finally figured out which one is which. This one here is called Love and Peace. And this one here is called Arizona. And these were the two that I had to cut back heavily because of black spot. So I cut them back and I treated them with either a baking soda and dish soap solution, as well as some copper, and there's no more black spot. But look at the bloom on that. Isn't that beautiful? I'm just waiting for it to sprawl out a little more. And again, that is the Love and Peace. And this is the Arizona. And so they're just absolutely gorgeous, and they smell amazing. Hopefully this one will sprawl up, because see that space there? I'm not feeling that. I don't know whether or not I should put another rose bush there. But if this sprawls out, or either the knockout, I won't have to do that. Okay, and here's my last knockout rose, and as you can see, it's really prolific and there are blooms everywhere. And again, both of the knockouts, these are second year, so I expect to see more growth out of that. And right here is my other poet's wife. And as you can see, look at all the flowers. Hey, how you doing? I'm good. Look at all those flowers. Aren't they gorgeous? And look at the color of them. And there's more. If I can get over here, there are more. And so that is really, really growing. And my last thing I wanted to show y'all is and I should have showed y'all this in the beginning. This is the carding mill. And again, I don't know what this is. I don't exactly think it's black spot, but I think I've read somewhere there's something with the David Austin roses that are coming out this year that they have been afflicted with black spot. I hope that's not the case. Again, I'm going to consult with the Rosarian group and see what I can do about it, because I've been treating these with neem oil, so that should stop black spot. I don't know whether it's burned because maybe I'm applying too much. I don't know, which is why I need to consult. And then there's a few more new buds. Again, these tree roses are all first year. I don't expect much growth out of them, but I'm glad to see some growth. And this is the garden, y'all. Oh, and look at my hydrangea bush. I've never seen it with this many flowers before. For those who can remember my yard from years previous, remember there is a huge rose of Sharon bush right beside, or should I say behind, the azaleas. Not azaleas, good Lord, hydrangeas. And we took that away, and look at how much these hydrangeas are growing. I still have to figure out different things, figure out more about their care. I don't, maybe this is the time for the flowers to die out. I don't know. But anyway, I just want to show that as well. And this is the garden, and I'm going to turn the camera around. Shalom, shalom, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that tour. And I hope that this will encourage and inspire you to grow something. Even if you don't have the space that I have, even if you have, if you have a bucket, a kiddie pool that you're not using, any receptacle that can hold soil, you can grow something. Start small, with a 5-gallon bucket and just plant a tomato plant. That's something. And if you have children, what better way to teach them about where food comes from by growing something? They may not eat it, but if they grow it and they could take part in the process, you never know. They may surprise you. But anyway, I'm going to get into this house. I wanted to just show the garden off, show the update to y'all. I'm about to go inside and make dinner. I'm making butter chicken for dinner. And I will be out here another time to show you another update. And hopefully, I can also show pictures on my page of other things that I have harvested. So I will talk to you all later. Shalom, shalom.